live from downtown Toronto, that channel. It's me, Hugh, today. It's Monday. It's kind of raining outside, one of those kind of, but the weather's really warm for this time of year. It's fantastic. And so it's unusual. We don't usually do a show on a Monday, but we're doing one today because Joel Krivy is in the house. Right, Joel?
Yeah, I'm in the house. I figured I had to get here before election time to get this song that I wrote out before. It's about the current American elections cycle.
Right. So we're gonna make this song, and then we're gonna hear it in during this interview, and it could be a game changer.
Well, I don't know if it'll be a game changer. I don't know if I can compete with the stuff that Donald Trump's coming up with, but I just figured, it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of artists contributing to the dialogue on this, so...
Dialogue? You call that dialogue?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I figured I'd come on. I play a variety of old music, usually, so I don't know, maybe it will be one of those tunes too.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we got you all ready to go here, so we'll just see what happens here. So we're looking forward to hearing that. But yeah, so you wrote this song. It's your kind of take on the U.S. election.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was following it because I was interested in Bernie Sanders quite a bit. He reminded me of people in my family that were involved in politics, and I think he might have had one of their suits that he was wearing.
Well, I thought if he wore a white suit, he would look exactly like his dad, Colonel Sanders.
Actually, yeah, the Colonel lived in Toronto for a while, in Mississauga.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I only found this out. I don't know. Somebody said they knew him. They lived, on the street. Colonel Sanders, and he sold when he was very upset because when he sold the chicken thing, he didn't think the corporate entities treated his chicken as well as it should be.
Well, you go there on a Toonie Tuesday, and well, that's of course we've all heard the rumor that they actually changed the name officially from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC.
Exactly.
Because they legally couldn't call it chicken anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that. What is it?
Some sort of genetic hybrid.
Oh, okay.
They have 3 legs, 2 buttocks.
Fast food industries is maybe my next song.
Well, actually, I did hear this too. Apparently, Colonel Sanders... Kentucky Fried Chicken was the first company to use monosodium glutamate as one of the standard ingredients.
Oh, okay.
And the rest of the food industry stood back and looked at it. I got this from one of the interviews I did with one of the people that I interviewed. They stood back and waited to see what would happen because they weren't sure it was going to be healthy or whatever, right? But then it turns out, apparently, that monosodium glutamate is a brain exciter of some sort. It excites certain parts of the brain.
Well, I know some people get migraines from it.
Well, that too, but some people are implicating it in the autism epidemic because if mothers are ingesting a lot of it, what it does, it amplifies certain parts of the kid's brain, but some of the, to the detriment of other parts. So.
Yeah, I think it's hard to know what causes that. At least we know now that it isn't caused by vaccination.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah. But getting back to the original thing, when I saw some of the Republican candidates and what they had to say, I thought it was a little bit scary. And, now we have this Donald Trump phenomena that's kind of interesting.
It's so I take it you're not a Donald supporter?
No. No, I can't believe that he actually has entered into the mainstream, except for, you can see that he's the byproduct of
cultural decline.
Well, that's what actually the song was written because I saw a little piece on TV about the Doomsday Clock.
Oh yeah,
it's not an optimistic song. And the Doomsday Clock was invented, related to sort of nuclear warfare, and they, for various reasons, sometimes tell you that we're closer to midnight or we're farther from midnight, depending upon what the situation is. Sorry, my cell phone's ringing.
Was that your phone?
No, yeah.
Oh.
It'll ring a few times and then it'll stop.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's cutting through. But anyways, I just thought that this was kind of a phenomena that suggests the decline of the civilization as he appeals to sort of the more base elements of people's nature. And, after, years of just beating up Obama and having, networks that will never even consider anything positive done by the, current administration and, birtherism and this kind of thing, it suggests that there's a lot of anger out there, and they feel that Donald Trump is sort of a bully by nature, and that he'll be their bully,
I don't know
and
if he's
that by inflicting pain on the people that they feel are responsible for their misery, somehow this will make America great again.
Well, do you want to get into a serious political conversation here, Joel?
I'm not sure.
Well,
you asked the question. I'll answer them.
I mean, okay, so a bully. Okay, so now I'm just. It's very difficult, especially in Canada, to be a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I don't think too many Canadians do, and we're just moving from a time when our Prime Minister was Harper, and he was nothing like Donald Trump, but he used the politics of divisiveness to try to improve his political lot. And now we have a Prime Minister that I think was elected probably more than anything, the fact that he seems very inclusive and inviting to people, and wants to have a society that's more cohesive than divisive. Now we'll see if he's capable of other things too, but I think that had a lot to do with why he was elected. People like him.
I mean, I think that's one of the big problems in the West in general, in Canada, in the U.S. The same problem is, like, doesn't matter who.
That's my Uncle Joel. That's my Uncle Joel. Everybody, and my famous Uncle Joel, the guitar player.
In the States have been very unfair to Obama's administration, but on the other hand, I don't think he's lived up to the Peace Prize that they gave him before he started, and the thing that disappoints me, whether it's a Canadian election or a U.S. election, is it almost doesn't matter who gets elected, because Obama came in with all this hope, right?